Hey you guys, it's Susan Morad right back here on Clever News. And Heather Morris called a Glee fan offensive for the way they handled her late co-star Mark Salling in a cast photo.
Before we get into this story, I wanted to issue a trigger warning right away because we'll be discussing some heavy topics like suicide and child pornography possession, so please only continue watching if you feel comfortable doing so. Mark Salling, who played Noah Puckerman aka Puck on Glee, was arrested for possession of child pornography in December 2015. According to Page 6, a search warrant found more than 50,000 child pornography images on Mark's computer and thumb drive. Mark pleaded guilty to the charges but died by suicide in January of 2018, before his sentencing, which was set for March of that year. At the time, Mark's former co-star Heather Morris took to Instagram to remember him with this quote that says, "One day you'll make peace with your demons and the chaos in your heart will settle flat. And maybe for the first time in your life, life will smile right back at you and welcome you home." And now, almost 3 years after his death, Heather called out a fan on Twitter for covering Mark's face with a vomit emoji. It all started when fellow Glee cast member Kevin McHale, who played Artie Abrams, reposted a fan tweet about the 10-year anniversary of a Very Glee Christmas episode. Alongside the fan post and images, Kevin wrote, "This album goes hard though." But upon taking a closer look at the photos used in the original tweet, you can see that Mark's face is covered by the vomiting emoji. Heather was quick to defend Mark, writing, quote, "The vomit face on Mark's face is offensive." This sparked a major online debate, with some people agreeing with Heather and others saying that it's difficult to defend someone who had been arrested for possession of child pornography. Let's start with the people who agree with Heather. One person wrote, "I agree, Heather. I find that disrespectful too. Despite what happened, he is still your cast member and your friend who you lost." Another fan added, "Agreed. Mark was their friend, and as messed up as his choices were, he was still a person with a family and people that loved him. Separating a person's behavior from who they are and still loving them, despite their shortcomings, is the mature thing to do. So yes, I agree with Hemo." And this person said, "Mark needs to rest. Get his name out of your mouth if you decide to criticize. His mistakes were horrible, but nobody here has the right to judge what he did or did not do. He was undergoing treatment and does not deserve even more of this hate after his death." But others came in and fiercely disagreed with Heather, like this person who wrote, "I'm sorry, Heather, but child pornography looks a lot worse to me. The vomit face could be even considered a nice gesture." Another person chimed in saying, "You have children, little children, and you are standing up for Mark, a man who was about to go to prison for exploitation of children and had a ton of evidence of that on his computer and in his home. It's not like it's a rumor, it was true. Love the character, not the actor." And this Twitter user wrote, "I know he was your friend, but he wasn't a good person, and you have kids. I can't believe you're being serious right now." And many other fans shared that they were disappointed in Heather for defending Mark, and that they're still disgusted by Mark's actions. It's not completely clear where Kevin McHale, who shared the original tweet, stands on the matter, but he did like a fan's tweet that hinted at why he shared the tweet in the first place. The fan wrote, "I agree that cancel culture is toxic in most cases, but in this one, there are just some things in life you simply don't do. And I hope anyone that feels like they need to do that gets the help they need instead before doing something that will impact lives beyond their own." Heather hasn't spoken out again since her one and only response to Kevin's tweet, but we'll keep you guys posted if we hear anything else.
But for now, if you want more on the Glee cast, click right over here for another clever video. Then be sure to let me know what you think about all of this and the fan covering Mark's face in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on Instagram at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.